It's good. It's been good. As long as it's a team concept to it as well. It's not just focusing on me scoring. It's just about movement, pretty much, not keeping everybody just stagnant and in mud. So as long as it's going to help us win games, on forward, and I think it will, and we'll just see what happens with it, pretty much. But so far so good. Nobody's complaining about it. Now it's time to just carry it over to games and get better at it.
Thank you. Next up, Justin Russo.
Hey, Kawhi, how you doing today?
Good.
Good, thank you. Kind of building off of what Ohm just asked, going through the film of the preseason games has been rather interesting because it seems like there's an added emphasis on getting you moving more with like pin downs and handoffs. Do you feel that's a change from last year, or is it more or less about the same as it was?
I mean, it's little wrinkles that are different. You know what I mean? But I came off a lot of, down screens last year, playing up top a lot. And yeah, but it was just a lot more single action stuff. Just not double aways, not too many double aways. And, I hope, like I said, hopefully we could keep getting better at it and learn from what's going on and just be a better basketball team, pretty much. That's all I want to do. I want to win games and just have a better, camaraderie on the floor.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Andrew Gray.
Hey, Kawhi. A couple weeks ago when Paul was talking about his extension, he said that you were one of the people that he really wanted to inform ahead of time. Obviously, he said that he hopes this is kind of the start of a long-term partnership between you two. How do you, I guess, at this point with the season starting, view your future, your decision that you might make this summer in terms of turning down the player option and entering free agency? I guess what do you think about that, and how much have you thought about that so far?
I spoke to Paul. He felt comfortable. He felt comfortable here. He loves the city. He's obviously from here. So I think from his standpoint, he did a great job of coming to me and telling me how he feels before he signs the contract. Just for my situation right now, I'm just focused on this season. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm going anywhere else or staying here, but I'm just focused on the season. And, obviously for, if I stay healthy, the best decision is to decline a player option, but that doesn't mean I'm leaving or staying. I'm focused on the season, like I said. We'll talk about that when the time is right.
Thanks, Kawhi.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Miriam Swanson.
Hi, Kawhi. Happy day before the season. Pat Bev question for you. Having played with him for a year now, what have you learned about that guy? I know you guys worked out during the hiatus, and what do you think last year's experience does sort of for his evolution as a player?
With Pat, he just wants to get better. Every day he's very competitive. He tries to get under everybody's skin now in this season. I feel like he's trying to get everybody ready for that moment. Last year, it was the first year, some of the guys had targets on their backs, meaning, picking us to either win or, go deep in the playoffs. And I think that carryovers to this year, they know what's expected, and they know what we want to do. And, he's a part of that right now. And, he wants to win bad. So, I like Pat. He's a competitor, and he's a team guy. He does his role. I enjoy him. I like playing with him.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, Tomer.
Hey, cool.
Oh, sorry. That's my fault.
Yeah, somebody cut.
Go ahead, Tomer.
Can you hear me? Good? Okay. Good to see you, Kawhi. I'm just curious, when it comes to Serge, I know you guys only played a year together, but what kind of a relationship were you guys able to build both on and off the court? Obviously, you guys won a title together. He had you on his show eating, bull penis pizza or something. What's the relationship like between you guys on and off the court?
I mean, just friends, really, pretty much. Whatever relationship you have with a friend, we could talk about anything together. I guess it's just trusting one another. Even if it's bad, things on the court, he's telling me, you're not doing this right. I listen, I understand, and I could tell him the same thing, like, stop doing this, or you're doing a great job at doing this. And I think that's what builds a great team, when you could just hold each other accountable, and you're not mad at the situation or what someone is telling you to do, if they're coming from a good place.
Thank you. We have one more question that will come from Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Kawhi. What have you pretty much learned about this team coming in from training camp, the times that you guys have developed chemistry and getting ready for the regular season tomorrow?
I think everyone is, pretty much bought into the plan. You know what I mean? I don't see anyone, pretty much focused on themselves. It's everybody trying to buy in and learn our team concepts and, just wanting to do their part to win. We want to make an emphasis of everybody just being a winner in their role, no matter what, T. Lou wants you to do, or me or Paul, just everybody wants to win. I feel like everybody is paying attention. And
whether it's can't play defense or he doesn't pass the ball or he's not a winner, I hear it all. I don't pay attention to it.
Where do you think you rank among the NBA's best players right now?
I feel like I'm the best player.
Put up the numbers, people trying to say they love him. He's unstoppable. Feel like the world against me got me going even harder. Take off like a rocket, I'ma slap it like I'm hot.
As we get ready for the start of the season tomorrow, we got to talk about the Rockets, who have been a model of consistency and stability in the NBA, holding the longest active playoff streak in the league after the Spurs' consecutive run finally ended last season. But no matter how long you try to keep up in that playoff window, it always finds a way to come crashing down. There's already been plenty of drama, but will it carry into the season? Royce Young explains.
Another frustrating start for the Houston Rockets, and goes up inside, blocked by Caruso.
A lot has happened since the Rockets lost in 5 games to the Lakers in the second round. Coach Mike D'Antoni didn't return. General manager Daryl Morey resigned and took another job. Rumors of disgruntlement billowed around their 2 stars, eventually leading to Russell Westbrook being traded, as the clock seemingly ticks on the same outcome for James Harden. Their offseason was basically the 2020 NBA version of how it started, where it's going.
Because of the way they played, they took a Warriors team, fully loaded, 7 games.
The Rockets have been relentlessly bold in their attempt to climb to the top, fearlessly taking on the juggernaut Warriors and audaciously adapting with experimental tactics. But brazen risk-taking can't compute with sustainability forever, and the bell appears to have tolled for Houston. They still have Harden, though. They have hopes John Wall will rediscover his all-star form. They have the bones of a good team in place, and as long as Harden remains, they'll be in the thick of the West race.
Harden's going to wind up in a position where he'll have a chance to win a championship. The Rockets will not.
But with so many questions and a wandering eye from their franchise player, it's just a simple question. How much longer can it last?
Here's the thing, Harden's value on the court cannot be overstated. He is coming off his 3rd straight season averaging 30 points per game, the longest such streak since Michael Jordan averaged 30 in 7 straight seasons with the Bulls. Since Second Spectrum began tracking 7 seasons ago, no player has recorded more isolations than Harden, but he's also been the most efficient on isolations in that span among qualified players. But it might be difficult to find a way to get Harden out of Houston. The 2017-18 MVP is owed over $130 million